So good afternoon, October the 16th, 2014. This is CISG114, Section 1, Web Technology and Life. Today is day number 16 into week number 8. So let's get started. So I would like to save my 10 minutes of briefing, but directly go into the 10 minutes of your teamwork. I will give you 10 to 15 minutes of teamwork together now to get organized for the team-based sharing. Today we're going to have 4 teams to share. So which 4 teams to share depends on the lucky draw's result. Okay? I'm going to put here some small pieces of paper. Unfortunately, my small pieces of paper here was taken away by the cleaner. But anyway, I have 7 pieces of paper here, and out of these 7 pieces of paper, 4 include the keyword present. Now you're going to do lucky draw. If you happen to draw on a piece of paper without any keyword presents there, you're not given a chance to share today. But if you pick up a tag that has the keyword present, that means you're supposed to do the sharing today. Now I would like to invite each team of you to come here. Okay? Basically, 1 representative from each team. We have 7 teams here. To come here to pick 1 tag out of these 7. Okay? You are going to pick a tag, and that tag is going to tell if your team is going to do the sharing today. Are you okay? Are you with me? So we have team number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Present or not. Okay? Take a course. So 1 representative from each team. Could I invite 1 representative from each team? Team number 1, could you send 1 representative here? Are you team number 1? Okay, no representative here. Team number 2. Team number 2, could you send 1 representative? Team number 3. Okay, just please come here. Team number 2, team number 3. Team number 4. Team number 5. Team number 6. 1 representative. No, don't pick it now. Just a minute. Team number 7. We should have 7 representatives. Okay? 2, 4, 5, 2 more. Do we have representative from team number 1 and team number 2? Okay. Are you ready? So let's go in order. Let me log in first. Someone turn off the air conditioner. Okay, now let's go in order. Any team number 1? Representative? Any team number 1? Okay. Any team number 2? Okay. And you are in order. Any team number 3? Okay. First, second, third. 4, team number 4, okay. Team number 5, team number 6. What about team number 7? Okay, so Cindy, could you just follow the cue, okay? Now you are supposed to pick 1 tag, okay? And please help, Eric, could you help read the tag out after she has picked 1, okay? If there is a presence keyword, tell me. Now it's team number 1, right? Okay, please pick 1. Please open it and let Eric see that. Any keyword? Okay. Present, right? Okay, team number 2. Nothing? Okay, team number 3. Present? No? Okay. Team number 4. Present. Okay. Team number 6. Nothing? Nothing. Okay. Team number 7. Present. Okay. Let's go in this order. Team number 1, go first. Team number 4. Team number 5. And team number 7. So, the order of sharing, we go from team number 1, team number 4, team number 5, and team number 7. Now you have 5 more minutes to get yourself organized. Let's get started at 3 o'clock. It's okay. We do not need all the members. Okay, that's a good negotiation. So, what's your team number? They are number 1, right? So now they want to change to team number 2. So number 2 is going to present instead of number 1. Okay? Now give me back the tag. I need those tags because every class we need to use the same. You have 10 minutes to prepare, and I'll give you 5 to 10 minutes. Remember, the rule is you have to, all the members will be here, and one member introduce all the other members, and you use the team wiki as the basis to share. Okay? If you do not have team wiki today, it's fine. But the next time when you do the sharing, you must go back to the team wiki. Alright? Team wiki is very important. You use it to carry everything you want to do the sharing. And I'm going to do the attendance score now while you're doing the preparations. Eva, thank you. Priscilla, thank you. Sam, yes, okay. Ken, thank you. Jackie, thank you. Huan Yin, are you here? Sick, okay. So he needs to give me the letter. Xiao, yes. Eric, yes. Shenbron, not here today. Martin, thank you. Winnie, thank you. Jeff, thank you. Apple, thank you. Miranda, thank you. Don, thank you. Jeffrey, thank you. Mickey, okay. Sita, thank you. Annabelle, thank you. Jordan, thank you. Joel, not here today. Kitson, thank you. Kaya is not here today. Okay. Jeff, thank you. Cindy, yes. Tony, thank you. Miko, thank you. Yishun, thank you. Sophie, thank you. Then any person whose name has not been called, okay, thank you. Remember, you have about 5 to 6 minutes now to get yourself organized before we come to the team-based sharing. I will do the wrap-up towards the end. You must have practice to see if you can get into this wiki to start working together. Good, we still have a microphone working. Yeah, sit together as a team. Yes. 每一次做完之後就係你攞分嗰啲，即係 class。每一堂都要做㗎，每一堂都要做，即係你唔應該係卸膊，應該要接受咗你做。All right. The rule of the game is each teams need to get yourself prepared for every class. You have a small, what we call a 記者招待會 press conference, and you use the 10 minutes to inform the whole class where you are in the context of working out learning contract number 3 in terms of whatever you have done, yet to be done, or planned to be done. Okay? Okay? So you need to learn how to organize yourself. The most important thing is in your team, you need to know who is the coordinator. Okay? Who coordinates all the events? Who's the reporter? When it comes down here, the reporter is in charge. Help one another to express yourself. Who's the liaison member? Keep one another in touch. Who's the secretary? Who's the timekeeper? Who's the minute keeper? And most importantly, who tracks the works of others, okay? So every time before you come to class, everything must be ready in the wiki to organize the briefing sections on that specific class, okay? You have to start working on it. We announced this kind of classroom format on last Monday, and we start practicing it today. Now you have 4 more minutes to get yourself organized. So you need to decide what to inform the whole class about the work being done in your team. By whom, when, and what to accomplish. At this point, I expect that each team, or better say members in each team, should have exchanged your proper proposals and ideas on which to site those you want to select, okay? And so you should have in your team discussions wiki, or better say forum, such information. Okay, this is the time in class when you do the sharing. Your sharing must be related to your work in progress in learning contract number 3. Now, within this framework, when individual member of your team are supposed to share something, now he could share something of this type, but it must be within a framework. It contributes to the work in learning contract number 3. Okay? 唔得，我哋講咗係成個 contract 3篇，你而家可以 organize 你自己㗎嘛？你 你要我俾時間你每一次係 set share 之前有 organisation share 之後咧 organisation 即係喺堂上做嘅，好多嘢你傾可以傾㗎嘛，你可以話俾人聽你個組織係點樣，你揀咗 scientist 未？有嗰6個 proposal 大家傾咗未？或者你有8個咁樣，咁你傾咗6個應該9個，因為你6個人你做，再加3個 pair proposal 9個，你嘅 team 多啲。你哋應該喺你哋嘅 team discussion forum 上邊咧 exchange 咗啲資料，我所覺得。咁你跟住你 exchange 咗資料，就大家好快點樣做，因為3星期時間。你講下你傾咗點樣做第3個階段，然之後講到呢樣嘢之後，你就個別人士可以再講咁樣俾佢聽。因為你一定要喺我咁嘅框架度做，如果唔係你唔知你自己嘅方法。Now remember, we are in the very important learning contract number 3 period. That means whatever your teams come up here to share, it must be related to the learning contract number 3. Now, within this framework, individual peer or individual members will also share some of their own work, but those work to be shared must contribute to the success of your learning contract number 3. So you have to tell something very specific. And the reasons why I give you time to work in class is for you to meet together physically and talk about your arrangement. Okay? It's just like a mini press conference to inform the whole class what your team has prepared to get the job done. Okay? And this is the first time. Alright? So you need to have you select different people from your team to take up the different roles in your specific team. The coordinator, the secretary, the liaisons, the scribe, okay, the tracker, the minute taker, as well as the reporter. Okay? And this is a very valuable time because you can do that as a member of the team and earn your class participation score. 20% of the 100% score. Okay? Don't come to me towards the end of the semester. I want to do sharing because I want to score. But why didn't you come here today? Okay? It's very important. This is what we call the incremental approach. Yeah. You need at least 10 times coming up here to share to score fully the 20% of your participation score. Okay? And you need to keep track of those times and the records. Okay? You need to frame the score towards the end of the semester. If you cannot provide a list of your class participations towards the end of the semester, you will lose the 20%. Very not good. Now, time is almost up. I give you 2 more minutes. We start at 3:05. So the first team is team number 2, right? Now consider your team as a team of informations. You're here, the role is to inform the whole class. Your work plan, your goals, your strategies in the first learning contract, and organize yourself to present these informations. And you must give each team member a role. And he or she needs to pick up the microphone and say something to inform the whole class. That way, each member of your team could earn the class participation score. Yes. Okay, the second team is not comfortable enough to go out today, so we switch to team number 4. Team number 4, are you here? Okay, are you ready? Team number 2? Number 2 say they are not ready. Now, they very expressed that, oh, it's okay, I cannot force them, okay? Because they will lose one chance to earn the score. So we just go down to team number 4 now. Team number 4, are you ready? Tell us something about your work plan to get organized, okay? So, not more than 10 minutes. Okay? You must have a coordinator to coordinate each person in your team to say something. So we will listen to your work in office, okay? So team number 4, please pick up the microphone there. But remember to introduce each member, all right? Okay, when you stand there, stand in a way that would not block the speaker, okay? So thank you very much. Yes, you can start. Team number 4.
Okay.
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, let me introduce my team member. I'm member one.
Jordan.
E7.
Okay.
She is CL.
Okay.
And my name is Jackie.
Thank you.
So let me put the mic to my team leader.
So CL, thank you.
I'm leader for team number 4, and we are here today to share our plan for learning contract 3, and we have spread some job for each team member, and I'm leader, and I'm supposed to give job to my members, tell them what they should do, and facilitate them to work together, and try to be a nice team, and make sure that everyone can do their job well, and
Have you chosen 2 signals out of the remaining 4?
yes, we should we discuss on the forum, and we decide to choose 01 and 05.
Okay.
And we haven't decided which proposal which 2 proposals we should choose.
Okay. So beside you as the coordinator, who is going to take up the job of a secretary, liaisons?
And Jordan will be the secretary, and our communicator,
Okay.
and inspector.
Okay, thank you. So
It's their time to introduce their work.
yes, very much related to learning contract number 3. Have you set up a meeting schedule yet? When are you going to meet during the week?
I think we will decide in our meeting minutes last week. I remember it's every Wednesday afternoon about 3 o'clock.
Thank you. Thank you. So that means beside the class hour, you still have at least every Wednesday afternoon to meet together. Okay. But what about a virtual meeting hour through the Moodle discussions room, discussion forum? Do you have a virtual meeting hour?
About every time, not every time. Sometimes we have every time.
It's okay. It's okay. Because many people, many teams will do that. They will set up a virtual chat hour, say every Thursday evening from 10 to 12. So you will be standing by online, as you can see on the online users icon in the Moodle environment. And then every member of the team will be ready to take questions from the other team member using the discussion forum. So that will be very important too. So Eric, is your turn?
I am an inspector, that is to say a checker. My job is very easy. that is let our team members to remember what we should do and the deadline. Before the deadline to complete our work to get a good grades. That's all.
Okay.
my job is to communicate my team member. Sometimes maybe ask some team ask other team to get some information or translate Cantonese to Putonghua.
Thank you.
My job in team is also very easy too. I just follow my leader order, and sometimes we have a discussion. I must to write down what they are saying and what they are talking about, and remind my member to know when is our meeting time, and meet them in one place to discussion and do our project.
Okay, thank you. Now, another question is, you have two sinos, right? And you have two pairs. Have you decided which pair is going to do which sino?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Maybe tomorrow is okay.
All right. So maybe next meeting you can tell us more about this.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, team number 4. We give them a big hand. So it's time for team number 5. Are you ready, team number 5? Give us some idea of how you're going to organize your work. Remember, it's also a very good chance for you to ask questions when you do the sharing, because you may not know everything you want to do, and it's also important for you to ask some questions there. Yes?
Okay, good afternoon. So first of all, we want to introduce our member, and she is Eva, Vicky, and Priscilla. And
Thank
one
you.
of our members is absent today. She's Cheryl.
Okay.
And we choose, after our discussion on the Moodle, we have chosen Sino 3 and 4 as our topic
Okay.
for the Learn Contract 3. And we decided that we will finish our reading on our own tonight, and we will have a face-to-face meeting on tomorrow night, 8
Okay.
o'clock in the library.
Okay. That's very good.
I'm the communicator. My job is to connect the idea or more from different members and facilitate the conversion of the teams as expected.
And we have decided the meeting mainly about the use the wiki for virtual time is on Wednesday 6 p.m. And we have decided that our team coordinator is I will be the team coordinator, and the team secretary is Priscilla, and the team tracker is Sharon.
Excellent. Thank you very much for this information.
And I'm a communicator for this group, so my job for me is to open a WeChat group and put all the members into it so we can discuss it through the WeChat group. And for Sharon, she's the tracker, and she helps us to combine our members' ideas, and so we can put it into the report.
One thing I want to remind you, it's good to use WeChat, but you also need to learn how to keep the records there and move it back to the team discussion forum on Moodle, because you need the record to submit as part of your learning artifacts individually on work number 3, okay?
We have also designed to put the information into the Moodle after discussing on the
Okay,
WeChat.
make sure you have that information.
That's it.
And the most important thing is the written records there. It's very important. Okay, may I ask you one more question? Do you have a regular weekly meeting time for at least 3 times? This week, next week, maybe 1 or 2
Yes,
times?
we started from this week.
Okay,
So we
thank you.
each other.
All right. So do you have anything more to share?
No.
Okay, thank you very much, team number 5. Now let's move to team number 7. Team number 7, are you there? Are you there, team number 7? Okay. Could you just give us some information about your organizations? Not ready. Okay, then you will have one last chance to earn score, okay? So now if you are not ready yet, so let me go back to our regular class. Let me give you some feedback one more time on what you should have done. Now, as a team, you should have done this by this time. Start using the team online discussion forum to exchange information among team members. I should see that in your team discussion forum, each member should have uploaded your individual proposal here, and each pair of the 2 pairs in this team or in every team must also have uploaded their pair proposal. So every member in the team is able to access those information for evaluations. And each member of your team should have submitted in the discussion forum his or her chosen 2 silos. Yes?
If we have time, can we do the sharing today?
Sure. Yeah. Are you willing to do it now? Okay. So I would say that I'm going to cut short my feedback now to give the team number 3 to do the sharing today, because these are very good time for you to do it to earn your score. All right. Let me pass the time to team number 3. You can. Okay. Can you just upload your PowerPoint to your team online discussion forum in week number 8, and then you can open up the team discussion forum there and use the PowerPoint there. You can upload it there, and then you can just use my computer. I lock me out and lock you in. Remember, whatever you want to share, you must have done this beforehand, either in your team discussion forum or in your team collaborations wiki. And I highly recommend that the next time when you do the sharing, you must open up your team collaborations wiki, and so individuals, student or member of your team, when it's her or his turn to share, she will or he will point to his own space from the team collaborations wiki, so everybody can see the work. Okay? It's very important that you make the best use of the medium here, what we call the workspace. Do not lose a very good chance to earn your score in class. Okay, that is a very excellent opportunity to do it. Remember, each one of you need 10 times of this classroom participation to earn this score 20%. So it's a very valuable opportunity. Don't lose such a chance. You can upload it to your team discussion forum first, and then thank you very much. So you finished uploading it already, right? week number 8. No, you don't create the name, you create the thread. Okay? Here we go. Then you can stop with your PowerPoint. Please introduce the members of your team.
Okay, so we are team number 3, and I'm the leader of this team. I'm Sophie, and this is Annabelle. She's
Hi, I'm Annabelle, and my job is secretary. I'm Cindy, I'm the timekeeper, and Joel will be our communicator and inspector, but he is absent today.
we have chosen two items from the silo. It's item number 4, which is about social networking, and silo number 5, which is about like e-learning and e-business. And I have chosen a topic from week number 8, 9, 10, which is Web 2.0.
And my topic will be the social networking.
Yeah, and about our proposal, what we are going to do is the topic of social networking is powerful. It's like social networking contains like e-learning and e-business. So what we are going to do now is to briefly introduce our topic to you. So first I'm going to introduce about what is Web 2.0. Web 2.0 is the second generation in the development of World Wide Web, conceived as a combination of concept trends and technologies that focus on user collaboration, sharing of user-generated content, and social networking. So why I choose this topic is because that I think that Web 2.0 contains social media and like e-learning, e-business, all of these things. As you can see from the picture, it contains all kinds of modern websites.
And my topic will be the social networking. According to the Wikipedia, a social networking is a social structure made up of a set of social actors, such as individual or organization. And nowadays, social networking is the hottest online trend of the last few years. Not only social media sites provide a way to keep in touch with our friends, but they can also offer opportunity for professional online networking. And the social networking offers many benefits for us. So I choose this from our week number 8.
Thank you.
Joel is not here, but his topic is e-learning. I'm going to cover him. What is e-learning? E-learning basically is to use social media and social websites to help students to learn, which is especially benefits students from rural area where they cannot get good access to good education, or someone with learning disability, or just cannot get good education in any way. So this is a modern thing for this information generation, and it benefits the society and the students a lot.
And this is my topic, and I'm talking about e-business. The business model in the 21st century has to take into account the capabilities of Web 2.0, such as network effects and the possibility of self-improving system. When a network effect is present, the value of a product or service is dependent on the number of others using it. Online social networks like Twitter and Facebook becoming more attractive as more users join. Over time, online shops are only successful when they are able to offer something equal or better than traditional business models. As a conclusion, we thought that electronic devices, multimedia, and computers are things we have to deal with every day. We are create new social contacts all over the world, which we could not so easy without the internet.
And about the meeting time, each week we decide to meet on on Tuesday noon in E6, 1 p.m. And we are working on our proposal. Hopefully we can finish that within this week. Okay.
So we are looking forward to listening more to your proposals and other details next time. Have you finished?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. It's team number?
Team number 3.
3. Thank you. Team number 3. Thank you, Sophie, Annabelle, and Cindy. Yeah. Okay. It's one important way that you get used to helping others to know where you are. Okay, thank you very much. Team number 3. Now, allow me to remind you one more time that at any point during your work in this learning contract or towards the end of your third learning contract, if you discover that you seem to get lost in the midst of all the topics in this semester, please come back here on day number 1 and particularly click course review. Okay? In the course review page, I have specifically make it simple for you to know what questions you should have covered in a specific context of the learning contract. For example, if you looked at the first learning contract in the first 4 weeks, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 questions. Okay? But mostly, when I invite you to do learning contract number 1, you are just invited to pick 1 question. Okay? So with that 1 question, it's impossible for you to have all the perspective of the R&D. Now add to this, you have a learning partner, and we insisted your learning partner should have chosen a different question from yours. So with the help of your learning partner, in the contract number 1, out of 9 questions, you should have the perspective of 2. 1 from you and 1 from your learning partner. So given the fact that you should have done a little bit more, so in the second learning contract, we maintain the same amount of workload. If you look at the second learning contract, how many questions do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 17 questions. And again, in your pair, you have 2 questions. In your team, you have 4 questions. It's 4 out of 17. So you need to have some more work done in order to catch up with other topics of the course. Now, if you discover that, because I've given you this leeway to choose 1 question only out of 3 topics in 3 weeks, and you discover that you got some confusions in the course concept. Now, my recommendation is to go back to that week, watch some of the videos there, and read some of the interesting reading there, particularly to learn and practice stuff. Because my approach is, I'm not here to cram all these ideas into your head. I'm here to invite you to engage yourself with those topics that are supposed to be there in the second contract, in the first contract, and now in the third contract. And your freedom to choose is very important. So after you've done this, with the elaborations of that 1 question of the choice, you have to deal with all of these. And this is what we call an internalization process. How are you going to deepen your understanding of the topic of interest you choose at the sacrifice of the breadth of this topic? We invite you to do deep learning, remember, instead of a coverage based all the questions. In the traditional classroom, as a teacher, my role is cover all of these, and I give you a test. And then in the test, if you can answer the question to the satisfactions of mine as a teacher standard, you're going to pass. But the bad things about this is not where you understand that. You do not have the chance to go deep on the questions of your interest. Now in this class, we'll always emphasize that you have the freedom to choose one question per learning contract out of the many questions there. And with that one question chosen, you should have used your time to deepen your understanding on that question and share that with your learning partner. And in the second learning contract, share that with your teammates. So, if you, because I've read some of the questionnaire responses, and a lot of you seems to indicate that we have not covered the course concepts clearly. But my approach is everything that you need to understand the concepts clearly is already there in the Moodle environment. It's waiting for you to discover if you have time. So if the difference between a taught-to-learn approach and a learn-to-learn approach is normally students have a tendency to say the teacher did not teach that. But the question here is, no, we're not going to teach that. You need to pick a question, and you need to find out what is entailed behind the question. So it's called a learn-to-learn approach, not a taught-to-learn approach. So make sure you understand this. Now in the final learning contract, here we have the fewest number of questions. We just have 5 questions in this learning contract. But anyone you pick here is supposed to be a sizable questions, and then you have to do something similar as in the first and the second learning contract. But this time, you maintain the identity of a team, all right? So, may I just invite you, make the best use of this design approach to learn something deep enough to remain something of your own. Oh, yes, by the way, let me tell you this, don't forget that. Someone came to me last week, but actually the question, after last class, well, looks like you have a big questionnaire for us to do, 45 questions, and the student joked, you need to give us bonus. And I think, oh, normally I don't give bonus for the questionnaire, because by giving bonus for the questionnaire, you might bias the answers. And then I think about this. It's not bad to give bonus, but the premises, in the questionnaire, I do not know who did it because it's anonymous. So I offer my 2 other classes something like this. Yeah, I should give you a bonus if you complete the questionnaire. And what you need is that if you finish the questionnaire, go to Dr. Vett's Q&A hotline for this week, week number 8, and say, create a friend, I did your questionnaire. So with that, I trust that you did the questionnaire. I'll give you 4 bonus points, which is equivalent to 1 journal. Okay? If you take it, you just send me a message. But be honest. If you don't do the questionnaire, don't send a message. Okay? All right. You understand the meaning of that? Again, I announced this morning that when I checked the number of responses to the question on the other 2 classes, it increased. It works sometimes. So if you have actually finished the questionnaire, make sure you come to the here. You come to week number 8. Okay, this is week number 8. Here you come back to this particular Dr. Vance Q&A hotline, and you send a discussion thread called "I complete your questionnaire." Here I know who you are because it's your name there. And then I'll give you 4 points, okay? Bonus points for that. And make sure you do it before the end of the 18th of this week, okay? All right, so allow me to get back here. We stopped discussions of tagging for taxonomy and social web last week. And this week we talk about problem-based learning. Allow me to show you something about problem-based learning. Okay, it's very important. In case you have not studied it yet. Yes. Okay. Here we go. This is traditional theory. So remember, what's your problem? What's your questions? You need to work out which proposal to use out of the 6 on your table. Do you need to create a new one? And how are you going to design? Make decisions based on the 2 silos that is supposed to be chosen. But how are you going to get 2 silos? Each person in your team will have a chance to express which 2 choices, which 2 silos he or she want to do. And you collect all the people's opinion and see if there are any common ground. Now it takes time to do it, and that's why you need teamwork together. So today, having given you this, the trigger is you must report the sharing in your teamwork, sharing the proposal, sharing the ideas of which 2 silos to choose, sharing the strategies in SRL, the number 8 strategies. Remember, with the teacher's message here, we showed you on Monday. Do not forget this 8 points, okay? The 8 points here in SRL are very important. It's fit you into your work plan. And you need to fit that into the 3 weeks time you have. Now is the 2nd day of the 1st week. And I hope that you will make the best use of the time remaining this week and see if you can fill in some of the details, the different roles in your team to carry this out. Which role? The coordinator is going to do what? The secretary is going to do what? The liaison member is going to do what? The tracker is going to do what? The minute takers and the timekeeper is going to do what? And then with the minutes done, you should have actions designed, decisions made, action design, and people to do. And the next meeting minute, you must have a follow-up action, a follow-up sections to see if the decisions made last time that's already been implemented, the results obtained, the people who have been assigned to get those work done and actually produce the artifacts you want. And then do you need to adjust the plan? Okay? You have to learn this iterative approach to get the problem done. All right, I'm going to stop here. It's already 3:45. I will remain here up to 4, answer questions. And if you need to go to other classes, you're free to go to this one. Let's see. Have I taken the attendance? Right? Okay, that's good. Thank you. Now remember, time flies, okay? This is the 1st week, and all of a sudden you're in the last week, just like in the 2nd learning contract. So learn how to make the best use of the time, all right? Okay, see you next Monday. So that's it for today's CISG114, Section 1, Web Technology and Light. Until next week, stay in tune.